Hello.
Who was that fighting?
Taking care of me. They asked me, they said, you have a voting sticker, you only have one, Miss Patsy. They asked me about, they're like, you only have one voting sticker. And I was like, well, somebody else might vote with my card. Somebody else might vote with my card. I was scared out of my mind and not.
Guys, doing okay?
I'm doing well tonight. How about you?
Yes, sir.
I'm so bad at city stuff. My own stuff is all over the place. We are live now. Transcription service.
Thank you, thank you. That's mine.
You see this thing right here, Courtney showed me, this is part of it, and it's just, no, it's not like this. It's hanging here right here. This is how it looks like we can, where's it for you? This little thing go right there.
That's what you wanted done after the night.
Patsy, you've noticed the fountain is pink. You better look at it, come on,
A very big.
Oh, goodness.
I couldn't hear you.
She really going on. Great, honey.
If I may have your attention, please.
Got a twin.
If I may have your attention, I'd like to call the Opelika City Council work session meeting to order. We have several items that we want to go over. We'll start with Matt Mosley. How you doing, Mr. Mosley?
Good, thank you, Councilman, council members, mayor. The first item we have before you tonight is a request to advertise a public hearing to rezoning of 89.5 acres in the 900 block of North Aurora Road. The subject property is currently zoned R1, and they're requesting to go to R2, so just zoning classification. The applicant has a plan to develop the property. They have not submitted that plan yet, but have kind of explained some of that design. And it would roughly match what's across the street in Town Lakes and some of the other developments right there along that section. The planning commission made a recommendation at their planning commission meeting to vote 6-0 with 2 abstentions to send a positive recommendation to the city council.
Any questions? Comments? Pleasure to council to send that for advertising. Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. The next two items are related. The first is a request to advertise a public hearing, again for rezoning of 38.3 acres in the 3,000 block of Columbus Parkway. The applicant is actually also proposing to annex this property into the city limits. It's currently in the unincorporated county. It's the last piece on the south side of Columbus Parkway going towards Smith Station, Phoenix City area, going out of town. The applicant did propose a subdivision which was approved subject to rezoning and to annexation. And that would be lots in the 10,000 square foot range with it would be similar to what is allowed in an R3 zone. Would note that there is some R1 in the area. There's also some C3, which is commercial right there, and then there's R2 in the area. We felt the R3 was a good mix between the commercial right along the frontage and the residential towards the back. So the Planning Commission made a positive recommendation to send this to you with a vote of 6-0, with 2 abstentions as well.
So, Matt, do we have to advertise both the rezoning and the annexation?
No, sir. Under state law, the rezoning requires certain requirements for advertisements, which is 21 days approximately. So this will come back to you on the November 17th meeting if you agree to advertise it now.
And
Annexation could potentially be heard tonight, but the applicant has requested that the annexation be heard at the same meeting as the rezoning. And it's through a process that can be considered pre-zoning, which allows the city council to look at the zoning prior to annexing it in. And that's subject to, if the city council did not see fit to rezone the property, what the applicant wanted to do, then they could potentially withdraw the annexation if they so chose.
questions? Pleasure to council to send this 38.3 acres for advertising.
And then the last item is simply that annexation that we mentioned. Again, typically when we have these, we ask that you put it on the agenda for that meeting to review the ordinance. In this case, they are requesting that they be considered with the zoning requirement or the zoning application, which would be on the November 17th city council meeting. That would be for the initial public hearing, and of course, you could either waive the initial reading or have the second reading, and so you would have those options at that time.
And we haven't seen a subdivision development plan on this,
Yes, sir. There is a subdivision plan. It is in your packet. Excuse me. It's, I believe, 107.
Yeah, 107, I see it.
107 single-family homes. Again, they are in the 10,000 square foot range of size for the lots.
Okay. Questions? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mosley.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor?
Quiet here.
Okay, Ms. Finley?
Good afternoon. We ask the council to approve a contract with Protective Clothing for vehicle opening day this September 14th for the fire department. The bid was mailed to Jay Hendricks, who is received. Recommend the contract be awarded to NAPCO for items 1 and 2 and 4 through 7 on their low bid and inspection.
Questions? Thank you. Ms. Gunner, you have anything?
I do not.
Ms. Jones? Okay.
Let me say one thing. Of course, tonight is the election night for the runoff. Can anybody hear me? This is the runoff. The council will need to canvass the votes a week from today at noon. So if everyone would mark your calendars and we'll convene here at noon on the
13th.
13th of October.
And speaking of the election, we do anticipate that the election chairs will bring the ballots here, and we hope that they will bring them while the meeting is still convened. If they do not, we will adjourn, but we will wait, and we will get them, we will announce the results from here tonight. So, hey, y'all pray that they count fast. So, okay, we'll adjourn the work session, and we'll start back in 8 minutes.
I'm good. How are you? How are you is the question. I bet you are. You work the full shift, huh? I said you work the full shift, huh?
How are you? Hey, Reverend. Exciting to see you. Warm up. How you doing? Oh, you slipped in. Huh? You slipped in. I slipped in, yeah. I left at about 5:30. I was pretty tired. I went on going out. I ran home. Hands over the house. I'm looking for 1,000. It's a pretty good. That's turnout. Yeah, it's a pretty good turnout. Yeah, I mean, that's better than what I expected.
Hi, how are you?
What's that? Oh, yeah. I hope we're gonna dodge this storm at the end of the week. Fortunately, it moved a little bit west, which is good for us. Not good for some people close to Texas, I don't think, but it's better for us. I was afraid it was gonna follow the same path as Sally there for
I cannot believe she got so good. What grade are you in now? 6.
It's been a long day, ain't it, David? I saw you out front of the Schwartzplex. You there the whole day?
What's my what? My crew? At home. Yeah. Late night, huh?
How many do you think? That's better than the other two awards. Much better.
My nonprofit. Gotta stay busy.
What was the count for the regular election in Ward 5, David? That'd be good. Yeah. That's good for a runoff. That was a record turnout this last regular election, you know.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm telling her. Get ready, she's gonna say, all the way up on the stairs behind
You looking like you having little pictures, right?
May I have your attention, please? I'd like to call the meeting of October the 6th, 2020 to order. Call roll, please, Mr. Jones.
Ms. Jones.
Here.
Ms. Pitts.
Here.
Mr. Smithy.
Here.
Mr. Cannon. Mr. Smith.
Here. We're honored to have Kevin Hefner with us from the Church of the Highlands. He's going to make his way to the podium over here and will lead our invocation. While he's doing that, I'd like to invite Elijah and Olivia Winslet from Girl Scout Troop 7238 to come up here by the flag. And after the invocation, we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance. If you all would stand. Kevin?
Awesome. Well, hey, thanks for, it's always an honor to be here with you guys tonight and a privilege to lead us in prayer and open us in prayer this evening. So if you will, bow your heads with me. Father, I thank you for tonight, Lord. I thank you that you're mindful of us and that we get to do this, Lord. I thank you for this council. I thank you for the mayor, all the leaders, the leadership here in this city that love you and love people. God, I'm asking that the foundation of this city be built on your love, your righteousness, your justice, your mercy. God, I pray the peace of God would dwell in this city. And God, I'm asking you would equip and empower the people of Opelika to serve one another, love one another, to listen to one another, and to, God, just grow with each other. So, God, I pray for tonight. I pray over this meeting. You're invited here, Lord. Lead this meeting. Be a part of it. We love you. We thank you for your son, Jesus, who died for our sins and gives us the hope of heaven. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Ladies. Thank you very much. Good job. You all have previously received the copy of the minutes of the September 15th, 2020 council meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any additions, deletions, or corrections? Having none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Mr. Mayor.
Mr. President, members of the council, ladies and gentlemen, we have some presentations to make tonight, 3 of them in fact. But before I do that, I want to make a few remarks. First is to inform the council that I'm reappointing Mrs. Mary Bryant as the resident member of the Opelika Housing Authority. Ms. Bryant's term will end on August 18th of 2025. This morning here at the Opelika Police Department, we launched the Together Opelika campaign and welcomed Allison Duke as the new Community Relations Specialist. I want to commend Chief John McGarren and Captain Shane Healy. Captain Healy, as you know, was appointed by the chief to head up this new Special Services Division, and I think all of you are going to be pleased with our Together Opelika campaign that you'll be hearing a lot more of in the coming days and weeks. We have finished our first round of town hall meetings, and we're about to start the diversity and inclusion listening sessions this month. We invite you to join us for this meaningful discussion, and we ask that you share this with your friends, family, and neighbors. More information can be found in the website newsflash section and the official City of Opelika Facebook page. And all 5 of those listening sessions will be held in this room, and I believe the first one, Lee, is on the 13th, which is a week from today. Yep, good. And finally, I want to clarify that the City of Opelika never canceled trick-or-treating. And we didn't cancel Halloween either. We can't cancel Halloween any more than we can cancel Easter or Christmas. That's a holiday. Now, Opelika as a municipality will not be hosting a city-organized date and time for trick-or-treating. Neighborhoods are, of course, free to host events at their own risk. Now, Opelika is well, we're a little bit larger than we used to be, and we tend to get residents of neighboring towns coming to trick-or-treat. And that's fine. We're always glad to see visitors. But I hope this brings some clarity. We've been hammered a little bit that the city was canceling trick-or-treating and we're canceling Halloween. We're not. And it's going to be dark at my house, so don't come by trying to get any candy because we're not going to respond. And I suspect a lot of folks are going to be like us. We don't wear our mask when we're at home, and we're probably not going to be answering the door at night. So I do ask that and hope that this brings some clarity, and I ask that trick-or-treaters respect the porch light practice. And I think that is, if the porch light is on, they welcome trick-or-treaters. And if the porch light is not on, then they're probably not welcome. Hope everybody has a safe Halloween, and the city can't cancel Halloween. So, now, let me move down front, get all masked up, Mr. President. Please give me instructions to, I'll grab Russell's mic. Buckle up. All right, first I'd like to have Gwen Ligon and John Hayes come up, please. Now, Gwen, you stand right here next to me, and John Hayes is the Assistant City Controller, and Cindy Boyd, the Controller, said, I'm not going to be there for Gwen's big deal, and she was on vacation. And Gwen was a little nervous. I told her she was only going to have to sing one short song. I wouldn't do that to you, Gwen.
Okay.
Y'all, this came from Cindy Boyd, and here's what she says. It is with great pleasure that I wish to nominate Gwen Ligon for a Sustained Superior Performance Award. Gwen started with the city in January of 2018, and since that time has been a joy to work with. She is friendly and helpful to everyone she encounters. She quickly picks up tasks and has done a great job processing payroll for the past 2.5 years. This is why you're one of the most popular people in the city. And that goes for the council too, and the mayor. We all like to get our little check. With the onset of COVID-19, many of us in accounting have had to pick up extra tasks to help keep all of our processes and responsibilities going. Gwen has been extremely helpful in making sure all AP checks, that's accounts payable, are processed, printed, and sent out timely each week. For the past 6 months, she has processed most of the checks run each week. This is a task that would normally fall to our AP technician. Gwen has graciously handled this time-consuming task each week without complaint. Since March, our department has processed over 3,000 checks and 8,000 invoices. Gwen has been the one to handle most of these invoices and checks on top of her duties with payroll. Cindy says, I advocate Gwen because of her outstanding contribution to not only our department, but the city as a whole. She has all the qualities we honor in giving a performance award. Now, John, I know you got some comments to make about Gwen.
I just want to say we really appreciate Gwen. She's a hard worker. She got a great attitude. Attitude means a lot when you're with somebody 8-9 hours a day, and she doesn't complain. I wish I had her qualities and attitude, but she's a joy to work with. She does a good job. I know I've heard the mayor say fast pay makes fast friends. We've continued to have fast friends, Mayor, because of Gwen. So I just want to tell you, Gwen, we appreciate it. Glad you came to the city.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Gwen, on behalf of the city council, I want to present you with an Attaboy, Attagirl Sustained Superior Performance Award, which is the highest award we give on these deals. And if this check is returned, you run it back through. I don't think it'll be returned. Gwen, thank you so much for the great job you do. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you, John. All right, Mona Burke. Come on up, Mona. Mona, thank you for coming tonight. 74-year-old, you don't mind me saying your age, do you?
I'll be 75 next month.
75 next month. She proved it's never too late to start goals. from embarking on a new career to being in the running for the nation's most fit senior. Whereas, excuse me, a lady who is always known to go above and surpass goals, Mona broke her hip and femur in January of 2019 and knew her routine had to change. She joined Silver Sneakers, a program for seniors to stay healthy in the gym. Since January, she decided to embark on personal training, stay out of the public, and remain healthy during the pandemic. And whereas Julie Thorne, owner of Anytime Fitness, said she knew from the beginning of Burke's fitness journey that she was different. She always wanted to do the most weight, always wanted to challenge herself to go above and beyond. And Mona, it says you always struggled with her weight, but now she weighs less than she did in high school, 122 pounds, down more than 70 pounds this past year. Helping her reach those goals is personal trainer Alicia Green, who secretly nominated her for the 2020 Swanson Award for Silver Sneakers. And whereas Mona Burke's fitness journey isn't all she has under her belt, in 2005, she earned her RN as a 50-year-old.
And 59, that's wrong,
Yeah,
59.
okay. It was rough, but she loved it. She worked until the age of 70. Mona was one of 9 other Silver Sneaker members selected as finalists for this award. A public online vote determined the national winner. The award is named for Silver Sneakers founder Mary Swanson, whose father served as the inspiration for the nationally acclaimed fitness program. And whereas I can't believe you let this old guy beat you out, the guy, 92-year-old Lloyd Black from Mobile, was awarded the 2020 Silver Sneakers Swanson Award, but we're very proud of Mona, Opelika's most fit senior, for her determination and achievement. Now, therefore, I, Gary Fuller, and on behalf of the Opelika City Council, by virtue of the authority vested in me, do hereby proclaim October 6, 2020 as Mona Burke Day. Congratulations, Mona. Thank you. Come in, Mona. Let's get a picture. This is my time. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, come on.
Ready, 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, Mr. President, I have one more. Is Zanine Humphrey? Come on up, Zanine. Did Connie Brooks Smith happen to come? Come on up. How are you? How are you, Connie? Good. Y'all, I got a message recently from Connie about domestic violence and about Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And you put us in touch with Zanine Humphrey. Zanine, you're the executive director for the Lee County.
Yes, sir.
And I have a proclamation, and this was something near and dear to your heart because of your dear friend. And whereas domestic violence is a serious crime that affects people of all races, domestic violence is widespread and affects over 4 million Americans each year. 1 in 3 Americans have witnessed an incident of domestic violence. And whereas children that grow up in violent homes are believed to be abused and neglected at a rate higher than the national average. And whereas domestic violence costs the nation billions of dollars annually in medical expenses, police and court costs, shelters, foster care, sick leave, absenteeism, and non-productivity. Only a coordinated community effort will be a stop to this heinous crime. And whereas Domestic Violence Awareness Month provides an excellent opportunity for citizens to learn more about preventing domestic violence and to show support for the numerous organizations and individuals who provide critical advocacy services and assistance to victims. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Gary Fuller, Mayor of the City of Opelika, and on behalf of the City Council, proclaim October 20th as Domestic Violence Awareness Month and urge all of our citizens to work together to eliminate domestic violence from our community. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. President.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Citizen communication, Mr. Jones.
Okay, now is the time if you would like to speak to the council or the mayor to come to the podium here to my left. If you haven't already, please sign in on the sign-in sheet with your address and your phone number in case I need to get in contact with you. Please keep it to 5 minutes or less. Thank you.
Having no one, we'll move on. General business, Mr. Jones.
Okay, first item under general business is a request for alcohol license from Chick Chick Pork Pork. That's a restaurant, retail liquor, and retail beer on premise.
Is there a motion for approval? Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye. Second item under general business is a request for alcohol license by Twice Baked Restaurant, Retail Liquor, and Retail Beer on premise.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye. Third item under general business is a request for alcohol license from Z&Z Cigar Company. That's a lounge retail liquor class 1 and a retail beer on premise.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye. Fourth item under general business is a public hearing for a weed abatement assessment at 1109 Magnolia Street.
This is a public hearing. I declare it open. Anyone like to speak for or against this issue, come to the podium to my left and do so at this time. Having no one, I declare public hearing closed.
Fifth item under general business is a public hearing weed abatement assessment at 514 Old Columbus Road.
I declare this public hearing open. Anyone like to speak for or against this issue, come to the podium to my left and do so at this time. Having no one, I declare public hearing closed.
Sixth item under general business is a public hearing for a weed abatement assessment at 105 Vaughn Avenue.
I declare this public hearing open. Anyone like to speak for or against this issue, come to the podium to my left and do so at this time. Having no one, I declare public hearing closed.
Seventh item under general business, public hearing, weed abatement assessment, 209 North 16th Street.
I declare this public hearing open. Anyone like to speak for or against this issue, come to the podium to my left and do so at this time. Having no one, I declare public hearing closed.
Eighth item under general business, public hearing, weed abatement assessment, 915 York Avenue.
I declare this public hearing open. Anyone like to speak for or against this issue, come to the podium to my left and do so at this time. Having no one, I declare the public hearing closed.
Ninth item under general business, public hearing, weed abatement assessment, 308 Brannon Avenue.
I declare this public hearing open. Anyone like to speak for or against this issue, come to the podium to my left and do so at this time. Having no one, I declare public hearing closed.
10th item under general business, public hearing, weed abatement assessment, 810 Williamson Avenue.
I declare this public hearing open. Anyone like to speak for or against this issue, come to the podium to my left and do so at this time. Having no one, I declare public hearing closed. Bids, Ms. Finley?
Whereas the council to approve a contract for protective clothing to be an opening date for September 14th for the fire department. The bid was mailed to Wayne vendors. 2 bids were received. Recommended contract to be awarded to Masco for items 1 and 2, and items 4 through 7 on the low bid meeting specifications.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Thank you. Resolutions, Mr. Gunner.
Mr. President, the first resolution declares the council's opposition to the proposed granite quarry to be located off of Lee Road 177. This is a quarry that is being investigated by Creekwood Resources, and it's actually located near to Beans Mill. Beans Mill is the area where Halawaka Creek crosses under Highway 29.
Is there a motion for approval? Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Second resolution authorizes the mayor to dispose of 5 items of surplus municipal personal property.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
The third resolution approves travel expense reports submitted by Dennis Johnson, Tracy Johnson, and Chief Byron Prather of the Fire Department, and also Zach Hester of Opelika Power Services.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
We have a motion and a second. Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
The fourth resolution approves the annual contract between the city and iHeart Media for radio advertising on behalf of Opelika Power Services. This resolution also sets a budget for radio advertising by OPS in the total amount of $18,830.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 5 authorizes Nelson Electric to make emergency repairs to the aeration mixers at the West Side treatment facility at an estimated cost of $35,526.54.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 6 authorizes Stone and Sons Electrical Contractors to make emergency repairs to light poles and fixtures at I-85 exit 60 and 62 at an estimated cost of $46,173.
Is there a motion for approval? Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion?
Will we get any sort of reimbursement from insurance or from these wrecks, or is it strictly just our funds that will have to pay for this?
Well, we pursue claims against the motorists that run into the poles. If they have insurance, we collect from their insurance companies. Obviously, those poles are stationary, so the other motorists would be liable if they run into the poles. I don't know if our insurance carrier if we have insurance coverage on the poles itself, though, that, I just don't know the answer to that question.
Others? Call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 7 authorizes the Information Technology Department to purchase Google software from CDW Government Incorporated at a total cost of $52,472.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 8 authorizes the Information Technology Department to purchase Microsoft software from CDW Government Incorporated at a cost of $163,558.80.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second? Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 9 authorizes Opelika Environmental Services to purchase 624 96-gallon refuse carts from Waste Equip at a cost of $31,372.10.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 10 authorizes Opelika Environmental Services to purchase a 2021 Peterbilt 520 day cab with a side loader body from Fitzgerald Peterbilt of Montgomery, Alabama at a cost of $162,528.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 11 authorizes Opelika Environmental Services Department to purchase a 2021 Peterbilt 520 truck from Ingram Equipment Company at a cost of $279,510.27.
Is there a motion for approval? Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
The Opelika Police Department is retiring one of its police service dogs. Resolution number 12 authorizes the city to transfer legal ownership of that dog, which is named Diego, to Officer Jonathan Wilkerson. Officer Wilkerson is the trainer for that dog, and this is by far the most humane way to take care of the animal.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion?
What would be the normal term of service for some of these dogs?
This is about a 9-year-old dog, I believe,
Is that right?
so he's been in service a long time.
Others? Call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 13 authorizes a weed lien in the amount of $217.04 against the property located at 1109 Magnolia Street.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 14 approves a weed lien in the amount of $605.59 against the property located at 514 Old Columbus Road.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second? Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 15 approves a weed lien in the amount of $205.84 against the property located at 105 Vaughn Avenue.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 16 approves a weed lien in the amount of $266.34 against the property located at 209 North 16th Street.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 17 approves a weed lien in the amount of $128.34 against the property located at 915 York Avenue.
Is there a motion for approval? Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 18 approves a weed lien in the amount of $235.05 against the property located at 308 Brannan Avenue.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 19 approves a weed lien in the amount of $163.80 against the property located at 810 Williamson Avenue.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 20 approves the annual appropriation contract between the city and Alabama Cooperative Extension System. The amount appropriated to this agency for the current fiscal year is $12,500.
Is there a motion for approval? Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 21 approves the annual contract for services to be entered into between the City of Opelika and Opelika Industrial Development Authority. The amount appropriated to OIDA for this current fiscal year is $125,000.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 22 approves a special appropriation to East Alabama Community Ballet in the amount of $1,000. $200 will be appropriated from each council member's reserve fund. And the purpose of this appropriation is to help sponsor the 2020 Nutcracker performance.
Is there a motion for approval? Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 23 approves a special appropriation in the amount of $500 to Main Street, to Opelika Main Street to help sponsor the Main Street Downtown Drive-Through Trick-or-Treat event.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second? Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
The 24th resolution approves a special appropriation to Opelika Parks and Recreation Department to help assist in defraying the cost of the annual health fair for Opelika citizens. $600 will be appropriated from each council member's reserve fund.
Is there a motion for approval?
approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 25 approves a special appropriation of $1,000 from the Ward 1 Reserve Fund, that's Ms. Jones's fund, to the Arts Association of East Alabama. This appropriation is $1,000 and is to assist with arts programming.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 26 approves a special appropriation of $1,000 from the Ward 1 Reserve Fund, and the purpose of this appropriation is to Opelika City Schools to purchase a multi-purpose lectern and a turf-clad bench for outdoor classroom instruction.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion?
And that is to Carver Primary. He did mention that.
Call for me.
Yes.
Thank you. Call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 27 approves a special appropriation of $1,000 from the Ward 1 Reserve Fund to the Circles of Opelika, which is a program of Envision Opelika Foundation.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second? Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 28 approves a special appropriation in the amount of $1,000 from the Ward 1 Reserve Fund to Envision Opelika Foundation. And the purpose of this special appropriation is to assist with renovations of the Southside Center for the Arts, which was formerly known as the Miriam Brown School.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 29 approves a special appropriation of $1,000 from the Ward 1 Reserve Fund to the Opelika Learning Center Dog Pound.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 30 approves a special appropriation from the Ward 1 Reserve Fund in the amount of $5,000 to the Opelika Parks and Recreation Department for the purpose of purchasing a Beam Pro laser for the multipurpose room located in the Covington Recreation Center.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 31 approves a special appropriation in the amount of $500 from the Ward 2 Reserve Fund, that'd be Ms. Pitts's fund, to the Knee-High Foundation.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 32 approves a special appropriation in the amount of $1,000 from the Ward 2 Reserve Fund to the One Voice Shelter Coalition.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 33 approves a special appropriation in the amount of $1,500 from the Ward 2 Reserve Fund to Envision Opelika Foundation for the purpose of supporting Opelika residents' quality of life.
Is there a motion for approval?
Move for approval.
Is there a second? Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 34 approves a special appropriation in the amount of $5,000 from the Ward 3 Reserve Fund, that'd be Mr. Smithy's fund, to the Opelika City Schools.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
There discussion? Have none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Resolution number 35 approves a special appropriation in the amount of $5,000 from the Ward 3 Reserve Fund to Envision Opelika Foundation for the purpose of supporting renovations to the Southside Center for the Arts.
Is there a motion for approval?
So moved.
Is there a second? Call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
The 36th resolution authorizes the transfer of the balances of each council member's discretionary account, that's their reserve accounts, that were in the 2019-2020 budget to the current budget.
Is there a motion for approval? Is there a second? Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Ordinances, Mr. Gunner.
Mr. President, we have one ordinance. This ordinance comes to the council with a positive recommendation from the Opelika Planning Commission. Is before the council for second reading. This is a ordinance that would amend the zoning ordinance to regulate alternative financial services. These are various non-bank entities such as payday events, loan lenders, check cashing companies, pawnbrokers, title pawn lenders, and rent-to-own businesses. Pursuant to this ordinance, these types of financial providers would be allowed as conditional use in the C1, C2, C3, the GC primary district, and the GC secondary districts. It would provide a separation of 2,500 feet between alternative financial service providers, and also it provides that no alternative financial provider shall be located closer than 200 feet from an existing single-family home.
Is there a motion to approve the amendment of this zoning ordinance? Is there a second?
Second.
Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts? Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
We do have one appointment on the agenda. It's a reappointment request for Ms. Linda Summers to be reappointed to the Library Board for a term that would end October the 19th of 2024. Is there a motion to reappoint Ms. Summers? We have a motion and a second. Is there discussion? Having none, call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye.
All voted aye.
Is there any other business to come before the council? The character trait of the month is kindness, being defined as the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. We ought to all listen. Is there any other business? Is there a motion to adjourn?
Move for adjournment.
Is there a second?
Second.
Call roll, please.
Ms. Jones?
Aye.
Ms. Pitts?
Aye.
Mr. Smithy?
Aye.
Mr. Cannon? Mr. Smith?
Aye. As I said earlier, we are going to stay and wait for the votes to come in, so if you'd like to stay with us, you're welcome. If not, we are adjourned.
Remember, we're still live on, if we haven't set the screen yet, So just remember, be still. Well, if you want to turn these mics off, turn them off. These reds on. I'll leave mine on. Bring them to me. Let me see where he's at. He's brought it to you already. Everything go okay? All right, we're done with the meeting, so. Total was 35. I don't think that's gonna be high.
I had 298 in person, I had 242 in person, he had 162 absentee. Yeah. Well, yeah, so you did, that's what you got. I'll do next.
party before we came on. Yeah, yeah. That's right. What have you got in so far?
I got Ward 3 in, and the absentee. So I can call Ward 3.
Ward 3 being Robert, being Carter and Lawson.
Yeah.
Oh, we got it right now? Yeah. He's got Ward 3. Good to see you.
Okay, I can call Ward 3. I haven't seen Wards 1 and 5 yet, but I've got absentee and I've got Ward 3. Ward 3 was Michael Carter and Robert Lofton. Michael Carter had 183 at the poll, plus 5 absentee, gives him a total of 188. Robert Lofton had 303 at the poll, plus 9 absentee, that's a total of 312. So the winner there is Robert Lofton for Ward 3. Again, that's Robert Lofton with a total of 312, and Michael Carter with a total of 188. 312 for Lofton, 188 for Carter. Okay, I got everything in. So I'll start with Ward 1. Ward 1 is George Allen and Jamie Lowe. George Allen had 242 votes at the poll and 162 absentee for a total of 404. Jamie Lowe had 271 at the poll and a 22 absentee for 293. Again, that's George Allen with a total of 404 and Jamie Lowe with a total of 293. So George Allen will be the winner, 58% to 42%. This is the tapes, Miss Jones, both tapes. There's one tape with 507 votes. There's another tape with 33 votes. On the tape with 507 votes, George Allen had 236 votes. Jamie Lowe had 271 votes for a total of 507. The other tape had 6 votes for George Allen and 27 for Jamie Lowe for a total of 33. That's a total of 242 for George Allen, a total of 271. Excuse me, you're right, 271 plus 27. I missed that one, 27. So add 27 votes to 293. That's 10. That's 320. So it changes the percentage. I'm sorry. It's 404 to 320. I apologize. 404 for George Allen is his total. 320 is Jamie Lowe's total. So 320 and 404 is 724 total. 320 divided by 724, that's a 44%, which would make the other 56. It's 56 to 44. Yes, ma'am. So 404 for George Allen. 404 for George Allen, 320 for Jamie Lowe. 56 to 44. Yes, ma'am. It was 162 absentee for George Allen to 22 for Jamie Lowe. 22 for Jamie Lowe. Absentee votes? 242 in person. Uh-huh. And for Lowe was 298. 298 plus 22 gives you 320, and 242 plus 162 gives you 404. All right. Ward 5. Ward 5 is David Cannon and Todd Rauch. David Cannon had 394 at the polling machine and 12 absentee. Todd Rauch had 624 and 21 at the absentee. That's a total of 645 for Todd Rauch and 406 for David Cannon. It's 61.3% to 38.7%. And they only use one machine, so I know that one's right. Sorry.
38.7.
Yeah, 38.7 to 61.3. Total 406 David Cannon, 645 Todd Rauch. That was 394 at the poll for David Cannon, 624 at the poll for Todd Rauch, 21 absentee for Todd Rauch, 12 absentee for David Cannon. Gives you your totals. 645. Are you talking about the other ones?
David Cannon and that one.
David Cannon was 406 total and 645 Todd Rauch. So your winners are George Allen in Ward 1, Robert Lofton in Ward 3, Todd Rauch in Ward 5. Okay?
Verify you, those are correct there.
320, 404, 312, 188, 645, 406.
All right, thank you so much.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. See ya.
See you, Doug.
wanna double check those for me?
Yeah, I'm texting Dolores Washington,
Take a picture of that if it's right.
293, 404, 404, 320, 56, 44, 188, 312, 406, 645. Yes, correct.
We always have it.
Yeah, I know. It's just two machines. I always forget to add in the smaller amount to it.
Every time he messes over.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That against us.
It's easier when it's just the one machine. That was the only one that used two machines.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't really need the second one that time.
No. There was only 20-something votes on it.
Yeah.
So, or was it 33 votes?
Who requested that?
Well, we always send two machines to every ward. Every ward has two machines. The chief inspectors choose whether or not they want to use both machines, so.
Well, y'all do the absentees,
We'll do the provisionals next Tuesday.
I'm just saying, that's a lot of absentees.
There was a lot of absentee.
Can we look at them?
I mean, you can look at the list tomorrow. Yeah. I'll have the list tomorrow.